Going live. We lost. Totally crashed. Most bizarre thing. Okay, why is it not working? It should be working. What's going on here this morning? All right, we're working. All right. All right, we'll wait for everybody to get here. Come on, people, come on over. I gotta end the other stream. How many people are sitting there? Too many people sitting on a stream that died. They're gonna end the stream. All right, how many? We got 12 people. They're coming over. People are coming over. Oh, they're pounding in hard now. All right, just wait till everybody gets here. I'm gonna type in, hurry up, guys. Hurry up, people. I'm waiting on a new stream. All right. We lost a lot of people. It's amazing, you know, when a stream crashes like that, how many people just leave. And they don't even like, oh, what's going on? Like, I don't just end things and leave you hanging. Like, have I ever done that? Honestly, guys, have I ever just like left and ditched and totally disappeared? I always try to reconnect with you guys. Like, if you just hang on, have some patience. Because, you know, I respect your effort that you put in to watch the show, you know. So, like, I would never just end and leave you, you know. But some people, they just give up and gone. You know, the attention span of a gnat. It was like, whoa, it's over, gone. And then they're off and somewhere else on new YouTube, you know. We lost half the people. All right. So, where were we? We were on the, okay. And you know what the thing is they're going to ask all the stuff that I'm going to recap right now. That's what they're going to come back. They're going to show up here in a couple of minutes and they're going to go, oh yeah, what's going on? You cut off right then. Well, if you would have stayed on the chat, I posted another stream like instantly so you could see what was going on. Because I wouldn't leave you hanging. I thought that would be nasty to leave you hanging. The Red Wing shoe thing, Paul, I got that link, found them, and I called the shoe store. They're listed as a dealer in Renfrew, and I talked to them. They're not ordering this year. No orders being placed with Red Wing shoes. No orders. Oh, boys. I even ran out to the garage thinking the battery died to grab the power, and I got 72% battery. So I don't know what happened. For some reason, the phone just went gone. All right. So how are we doing here? How many people are back? 55. Well, the rest of them aren't going to get the lesson or the sharing here. Okay, so all right. Okay. Hi, Matt. This is from the customer service supervisor. Now we're into supervisors. Not management, but we're into supervisors. You know, the customer service wouldn't let me get through to the supervisor. They wouldn't even tell me who the supervisor was when I called. And they basically railroaded me right at the reception. Okay? So, this is now Kathy, the customer service supervisor. Let me help you with your bad experience. Can you please send me some pictures of your defective boots? Also, the inside label picture would help us to see if we had something wrong with a PO in particular. The PO in particular. Maybe that's how they tell what the run was on the boot. Also, can you send me proof of delivery? Yeah, well, that, I don't know, delivery, I've got them here. With this, I will make all I can do to make you satisfied. We're sorry for the delay. It is our busy season, so it can take us a little bit more time to answer our customers. By answering directly to my own email, it will go faster. Thanks for trusting us in our product. I don't have any trust in your product anymore, Kathy. But I will send them the link. I have to find the V's. I know, blah, blah, blah. I know, Janie. I know. Blah, 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 blah. It's just typical blah. I hate this company. I do. I really do. They're it's for a Canadian company, you know. It's like I supported them for years, and even though I had problems with their boots, I still, like a fool, bought them because there was no other boots out there I could find that were tall enough to support my ankle. And it's like they're just, I don't like them. I honestly don't. They're and it's like this is the third pair that have separated on me, and I keep going back to them, and I keep trusting them. More along the lines, I buy them under duress. That's basically it. I buy them under duress. And only 575 people watched my scathing review of their product. But proof of delivery, you know, whatever, Kathy. Oh, junk mail. They got me classed as too. So they got a filter on their customer service. Why would you have a filter on your customer service email? Like, that you want to make sure you don't hear from your customers. Get rid of the customers that that irritate you. Oh man. Anyways, so somebody sent me a link to a company called Red Wing Shoes, and I've been searching, and I found a company in Calgary that had stock, but they don't have the logger one with the 10-inch. They only have the 9-inch. So, but their loggers aren't safety, as in puncture resistant. And I really like safety because I work at home in a rather harsh climate, conditions, environment, harsh environment. I'm a size 11 boot, but it has to be safety, puncture resistant sole and steel toe, because I have a tendency to hurt myself here. Anything over a true 8-inch, Jennifer. See, when they say 8-inch work boot, they're really only like 7.5, eh? So when you get into like the 9, then you're getting to true 8-inch height, and the 10-inch, that's the logger one. But I just found that one on the Red Wing, the Red Wing. The Red Wing guy. They don't have the logger in Canada. No one stocks them. So it's like weeks to get a pair here. And I was like, I can't wait weeks. My boots are falling apart. I got to wear a worn out pair of boots until I get these glued together to get me through. I hate this happens. Anyways. But it's like, it's got to be waterproof because I can't work. Let's talk, Tom. You got a Red Wing guy? You got a connection at Red Wing? There's so many work boots out there, but as soon as you go into the world of waterproof, changes everything. See, military boots aren't safety, Jennifer. Somebody sent me a link to a whole bunch of really cool boots, but none of them were safety boots. Barbara Lee sent me a link, but they weren't safety. I feel naked if I don't have safety boots, guys. Like, you know, like it's dangerous, the stuff I do here. You know, like everything's heavy, lots of sharp edges, lots of things to get pounded on. You know, it's like this is probably more dangerous than a construction site. You know, for accidents. Farms are, you know, people on farms get hurt all the time. I think it was Rocky Boots. I got a link for that too. I got a lot of links. But the problem was the websites don't ship to Canada. Combat boots are no good, Kristen. They're not safety boots. Okay, I'll try this again. Safety boots. They have to be steel toe and steel shank, puncture resistant. Doesn't have to be steel. It could be rock fiber. But it's like they got to be puncture resistant. Oh yeah, I filled the eBay nothing. I went on eBay, went on Amazon. There's a Red Wing store near you. You'll send me a ticket to fly there to get a pair, Maxwell. But who'd take care of the ducks? Tell us what you like and we can ship it to you. I just like a pair of boots here like this morning. Because I gotta wear. I'll show you what I gotta wear, guys. And they're my backup boots. They're worn out, they leak, but it's the only thing I got here that I can put on this support. I'll show you. And they're STC, but these ones I bought on a clearance at a store that was blowing them out. And they're garbage, absolute garbage. And they hurt to walk in, but they leak. I paid only $89 for them now. But the Gore-Tex, the whole, for some reason right here, their design, it's the same place. It leaks there. It's like the leather wears a hole. You can actually see the white Gore-Tex in there. It punctures a hole in it. But these ones are brutal because the soles, look at that. I don't even wear the soles out on them. But the top of the boot gets trashed. But these soles are rock hard. They're brutal. They're like walking on chunks of plywood. They got no give to them. It's like you click when you walk. But I gotta wear those. They leak. You can't walk anywhere near water with those ones. But they'll get me through until I glue these other ones up and then get another pair. Like I said, I found a guy in Calgary who's got a pair. I'm just waiting for the email from him. And I got a call into Red Wings last night. They're going to get the Ontario rep to see if there's anything in Ontario. The problem is that the ones I really like don't have puncture resistant soles. And that's the longer ones. They're 10 inch. So I said, oh, they'd be nice. 10 inches. Serious support. But they don't have Oh, the dog just woke up, guys. He just came down. Dougie. Doug. Come here, little princess. Doug. Doug. Come here. Over here. Come on. How's my little skinny dog? Hey, come on. You just woke up, eh? Oh, what a hard day. Hey, I got your medicine for you. My little puppies. Oh yeah, he's slow. He always has been though, right from the day I got him. The vet said to me yesterday, Andrew goes, have you noticed anything about his energy levels? Yeah, he's lazy. But that's the St. Bernard in him. Eh? That's also where the thyroid problem comes from, is the St. Bernard. St. Bernard and Labradors. It happens. Bad genetics, unfortunately. Not the dog you want to clone, unfortunately. So cloning's out for Doug. Too many defects. Cancer, thyroid. Well, you can't clone a dog that bad. That'd be bad. Cloning, you're just cloning a medical bill. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back to the chat. I got distracted by my dog. So anyways, cat footwear, cat are garbage. They're all talk. They're not even really cat. They're made in China and some low-end shoe factory. They play on the name cat, eh? So it's like, oh, I got bulldozer feet. Oh, yeah, St. Bernards, they're more than just inherently lazy. They're brutally lazy. You know? Yeah, those cat, they look awesome, you know, they almost look like they're like a land mover, you know, an excavator, or, you know, they've got that bulldozer look to them, eh? It's like, okay, oh, somebody wants to be a what you call it? A moderator. Just got an email. Fire alarm at work. You better hurry up, Alan. I gotta give Dougie's medicine. And it's so small. Oh man, it's brutal to get down his throat. I gotta find another way of getting it down his throat because it's so small. I can't get it my fingers down his throat with the it's like, so it's the smallest medicine I've ever had to give him. It's like it's a half of a very small pill. So it's like I gotta jam it in something because the bigger pills are easy to put down his throat. Little one's not. Actually, Yamaha Rider, I haven't seen you in weeks. I'm glad you could return. I thought I had lost you. We're blessed to have each other, Susan. Use butter or coconut oil. On what, Doug? On my foot? Put butter on my foot? Slide it in my boot easier? Or coconut oil to waterproof my boot, but there's a hole in them. Medicine going down. No, the problem is it's so tiny. No, I can stick my fist down his throat. That's not the problem. It's just that it's so tiny, I can't get my fingers down his throat with the pill still. I'll show you how small it is. Okay, so a pill this size, all right? Look at the size of it, okay? That big. That's super easy to stick down Doug's throat. Just, you can throw it down the back. Woof, gone, okay? But look at this one. Look how tiny it is. So the problem is, like, I'm pinching it with the end of my fingers. It's so tiny. So I got to stick it in a piece of pepperette. Just break off a chunk of pepperette, stick it in there, and then he can put her down. Or a hot dog. But that's the problem. It's so small. Like, this is easy. I can get this, and then I stick it down the throat, and then I just use one finger, down the back of his throat. It's gone. Doug totally cooperates. This one, though, a little different story, because I have to get 2 fingers down the back of his throat, because I have to hang on to it. It's so tiny. That's the problem. So I'm going to stick inside a pepperette. Or butter. Yeah, I can stick it in butter too. Or I could just stick it in pepperette or what you call it? Hot dog. I need to do a live broadcast with Doug and Stacy, but they would lose a whole bunch of subs if I was on their channel. To be associated with me live, it would be not good for their channel. I specialize in losing subs. Except yesterday, one of the live streams, when I turned it off, the one with the screaming geese yesterday, the screaming geese, I couldn't believe it, 27 people subbed to that. Like, why would you sub to a guy with screaming geese? Like, 27 people subbed to me. A whole bunch of people left, though. They didn't like the screaming geese, so I was laughing at that. I was like, oh, man. Worried it was hurting their ears. What about me? I'm in the middle of the screaming geese. You have no idea how loud it was, guys. It was, my ears were ringing. And there were people complaining about how loud it was at their end. They could turn the volume down. I couldn't. I'm standing in the middle of it. But I've learned something now, how to wind them up. Just raise my voice, which I'm going to be doing more of that. I'm going to set the big camera up the next time, and we're going to do a chat with the big camera sitting there filming me, and then I'm going to start talking louder and louder, and then the geese will come over, and then I'm going to start yelling. And then we're going to get the geese just going nuts in stereo with the big microphones. That is going to be awesome. Good morning, Stephanie McMahon. And how is Stephanie today? You can't do closed captioning on live. It's only on videos, guys. Google hasn't perfected to figure out what I'm going to say before I say it. There's a delay. No, I'm going to make sure Doug's not near the area, because when I start yelling, he gets excited. And then that screws everything up, as we saw yesterday. They can watch the video afterwards, and it's got CC on it, because I have that enabled on my channel. So if they watch the video version, they get closed captioning, but you can't in the live, unless, Google Translate closed captioning becomes psychic, and they know what I'm about to say. No, it's a brutal day. Let's just check the weather, actually. See, Doug and Stacy left. As soon as they heard, oh, he wants to go live on our channel, run! We don't want to lose any subs. Too funny. He's gone. Dougie, you left us. All right, Oh, rain. 30% chance of showers. Only 30, but it's pretty damn nasty outside. 6 degrees tonight. Oh, the rain's back, guys. Oh, man. This was a short summer. Look at this. Look at this. Look at rain. Oh, a little bit of sun, but cool. 18 degrees. Sun, but 20. And then we're back to rain again. Oh, man. So what we had there, we had what, 5 days of summer? Was it 5 days? We had 5 nice days? We're right back to the same weather. Okay. And, well, amazing. The Weather Channel says there's 0% chance of rain. How can they say it's 0% chance? I hate the weather. We're getting so screwed on the weather this year. Yesterday it was so nice here, guys. I was walking around, I was setting all those streams up. I was so excited setting the streams out. Matt, do a shout out to me, please. There you go. I was like so it was so nice. I was excited. I was running around setting cameras up, and I trying to get the ducks and in the mud, and it was just a beautiful day, And I thought, man, imagine if the whole summer would have been like that. Like the amount of streaming I could have done. It could have been like, it would have been 3 streams going nonstop all the time in the yard and capturing awesome stuff. And then, and sitting there, with the screaming geese. Like, it was just a perfect day. It was tiring on me. I was a little bit tired at the end of the day, but it was fun. But then you get days like this, where the weather's just bad, and it just ruins it for the electronics, because you got to be careful with electronics outside. It's brutal. It really is. I'm hoping in winter, the learning curve at outside in the winter will be better. I'm thinking the winter is going to be better, because then I'm dealing with consistent, just winter. It's snow, which if snow all the time, I can handle snow. Actually, snow all the time streaming would be cool with the Zika tents. You spelled Zika wrong though, Jasmine. The Zika tents are awesome. They work. They'd be a little bit better if I didn't have a sore ankle to move around, because my ankle hurts. Stephanie, the mud drilling yesterday, I set the cameras up, and they weren't in there drilling, and I left. Then I came into the house getting ready to go to town, because I had to go take Doug for physiotherapy and pick up his medicine. And I was going into town, and I was in the house, and I thought, I'm going to check the stream, because I saw the ducks going over there. I sat in here for 20 minutes watching my own stream. I was like, man, oh man. Like, I actually was sitting here watching it going, this is pretty cool. And the ducks, I could watch the ducks coming closer and closer to the camera. And next thing you know, they were all underneath the camera, and you could hear the loudness. It was getting louder and louder and louder. And I was like, this is pretty neat, But I had the camera 100 feet into the creek, like into the mud, like right in there. Like it was right in the mud. And I had to spread the legs out in the tripod way out to get it stabilized, because it actually was sinking. But it was pretty awesome. I liked it. So I'm saying my channel is cool. I thought that stream yesterday was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty neat. It was pretty epic seeing, like, there was so many ducks. It looked like there was about a good 300-400 ducks in the stream drilling. Like, I almost wish, I'm not going to do it, but that would be a good video to edit out and just have the drilling of just the ducks drilling. Because I don't think there was any noise at all. Like, there wasn't me yelling or nothing. Yeah, I know you're here, Jennifer, for Doug. It's a pretty good stream, but I wish it would have been pure ducks drilling, but it wasn't. It took a while for the ducks to go in there. That's just the way it is. That's one thing about this year with the live streaming. There's so many opportunities to edit out some really good footage, but I just don't have the time, and I won't have the time in the winter either. So don't suggest it, please. live streaming one-man show, it's a lot of work. It's like you need a production crew to actually sit there and go through the footage and make a highlight reel or a 2-hour movie reel or whatever every week. It would be a full-time job just for somebody to sit there and download the videos and come up with all the good stuff. It would be a full 1-week job to come up with a 2-hour highlight reel of everything that happened here in a week. It would take 7 days of editing. The person would be glued to the screen watching duck stuff. It would be just, it would be bad. A map bloopers, all the highlights of me live dropping the ball. Yeah, there's some good ones, especially when I'm delirious, eh? No, there's no turtle up here, Tom. They're spooked the wind. The wind today. Ducks don't like wind. The trees, I'm looking at the outside right now, the trees are moving big time. You know. But it was a good stream. But I did a lot of walking yesterday, setting all those streams up. I feel it today on my foot. I'm gimped. I'm not even remotely close to anything, actually. Oh, Janie, it would not. It's not just unlimited data; it's the time involved. First you got to download all the footage off of YouTube. So that is like, give you an idea, like one 12-hour stream is 16 gigs of data. So that means you'd need a rip-roaring download connection to download the data. And you really need to have access to the channel, back end of the channel, because those programs you get for downloading the video stream, like you're downloading a garbage copy of the video. YouTube, if you have access to the channel, there's a link there where you actually get to download a better copy. So it's like an example, like those programs that you can download. Like a 11-hour or 12-hour stream is like about 6 to 7 gigs with those programs. But if you do it with YouTube, it's like 16 gigs. So you get more data to work with. There's a better quality video. So you got to think about that. So you're looking at roughly 30 gigs per day. So you'd have to have a 210 gigs a week download. So that guy's, where did he come? We must be trending somewhere. So 210 gigs of download. So you need like a super fast connection to download all that. Then you've got to put it into an editor and start going through it. It would be a massive, massive undertaking. That's just for one single week. And I've been doing this for how long? This seems like a whole lifetime. How much to do the shed? Norm, I'm going to do it today. I promise you. I'm going to do the GoFundMe today. I am. Okay? Seriously, I'm going to do it. That means I got to shoot a video though. Unless I put I could just put the Kickstarter video in there and then shoot a GoFundMe video later, just so that I get it done. Because you guys know what I'm doing here. There's no games. That's what I'll do that. I'll embed the Kickstarter video, and then I'll shoot a new video. What was I going to check? I'm checking to see how many days I've been going. It feels like a lot of days. All right, how many days have I been going? How many days? I have been streaming non-stop for 84 days, 17 hours, 28 minutes, and 59 seconds. That's what I've been streaming. You got rain, Jennifer? You're in California too, eh? 84 days, 17 minutes, and 29 minutes, 20 seconds. That's right from the day the ducklings got here. I started this stream after the unboxing video. Because I did the unboxing stream, ended the stream, and then started this stream. And it's been the same stream since, the main stream. I'll need a special 100 days streaming morning special. In 2 weeks that'll happen. And you know what? Probably I'll forget it. And it'll just go by like every other day here. Just another Wednesday. That's what it'll feel like. And how many likes are we up to on that stream? Let me just take a look. How many likes? 20,203 likes is what we're at. That's what we're at. That's pretty good. But I'm thinking I'm going to leave that stream up forever. That's going to be the main stream. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to close it. That's what I'm thinking. Actually, let me just check something. Do you guys want to know how many views? I've never checked this, so I'm going to share this with you right now. How many views that stream has gotten. All right? So, let me just find the view. Okay, we got views. Let's click on the stream. Where's the stream? Where's the stream? Where's the stream? Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I got to change the time. We're going to go from the date, which was June the 6th, right? So June the 6th to today. Well, actually the 29th. I can go up to the 29th. All right, are you ready? So this is the official views on the stream. 7,700,23,511 minutes, 1,095,207 views. Okay, there you go. Since the stream started, that's up to 2 days ago because YouTube. I've uploaded a lot of data. Where did you find that information out? 268 terabytes of data. How'd you find that out, Greg? Because I don't see the data upload. Oh, data for geeks. Oh, you mathed it? Oh, okay. I put a lot of data up. It's pretty well a non-stop stream here. Oh, okay, 32 gigs a day. No, but see, that's the YouTube. What YouTube, for downloading, because don't forget, they compress it. They compress it. I'm uploading more than that. Basically, here's some good one for, okay, Greg, I'll give it to you here. According to my internet service provider, I'm a solid 16 megabytes per second upload 24/7 is what I'm averaging. Solid 16 up megabits per second. All right, so let Greg figure that out. And Greg gonna come back. It's a lot because it works out to, well, I'll make your equation a little shorter. It takes 7 gigabytes of data. The 2 MB a second. Oh. No, 16 megabits is what my speed is up. Because I got a 30 megabit per speed set up. The little is it the little MB? Oh, I always get confused on that. The little MB or big MB. I'll tell you in a second here. It's 7 gigs for every hour and 10 minutes of streaming at 720p. Not even 1080, and I stream 1080. So there you go. So I'm even higher than that. It's the big M, small b, PS. So what is that? I don't know. This data thing. I get confused on the data. Okay, let me just look. Someone says the ducks are being stalked in the garden. Oh. No. There's nothing happening out there. They're drilling in the garden, guys. See? They look pretty relaxed, actually. See that? If they were getting stalked, they would all be up at the house right now, around the back of the house. If something was down there chasing them, they would not be down there. But they're really having, oh, the worms. That's what they're doing because the garden's wet from the rain last night. Yeah, it's the big M, small b. So right now, my speed, well, my speed is choked because I'm streaming 3 streams right now, but I'm at 19 up now. And I've got 2 1080p streams going and this stream going right now. I usually run about 30 up. Okay, Greg, 8 MP/PS equals 1 MB per second. Oh, okay, all right, okay. All right, I get you, Greg. Totally understand now. So basically, yeah, you're right. 2 MB, big MB per second. It's a mega crap load of, yes, it is, of data up. You know, the bits versus bytes thing always gets me. What is it, 1,052 bits equals 1 byte? Or is it 1,052 bytes equal 1 bit? I don't know. Yeah, you're right. That's my average, Greg. That's what I average if I'm running 2 streams. No, Greg's trying to. Greg's giving us a lesson here right now. Greg's going to figure out what. Oh, it's 1,024 bits to 1 kilobyte. Okay, not 1,052. I knew it was something like that. So Greg's going to figure out what I've done in 84 days at my average, which I think is low. Because I think I'm a little higher than that. Because sometimes I ran, like 4 streams. And it's always 2 minimum. So there's like lots of times I'm doing 3. And the answer is 42. Exactly, Strawberry. Well, Jennifer, this is a good test for you right now. You should be figuring this out. How much data have I uploaded in 84 days? $84 days. I mean, wait. Oh, that's a lot of data. Eh? It must be a big equation. Greg's taking a while for the answer. Eight tidbits equal 1 byte donut. Aren't the tidbits the center of the donut? So really 8 of them would almost be the full donut, wouldn't it? I wish I had a dial-up modem. I threw them out. I should have kept one. It's a big equation. Yeah, Greg's still figuring it out. $16 is my average. Up. My average. It's a big number. A lot of data. I could figure it out here, but I don't want to do that. I want to leave it up to you. I want to have the interactive part of the show and let you guys figure it out. It's the data. No, my speed is 30 up. Janie's lousy at math. There's a thing called a calculator that makes it easier. We're waiting for the answer from Greg though, because I'm really curious on how much I've uploaded in 84 days. I've streamed up. That's it, Greg. You should have an answer by now. There should have been an equal signs at the end of that equation. We're waiting for Greg. Come on, Greg. You're leaving us in suspense. Yeah? How many gigs is that, Greg? You didn't put a comma in. I hate people that don't put commas in. I don't hate you. But I just hate no commas. It's hard to break it up. So what is that? You know the bad. Over 13 million gigs. Okay, how many zeros? Okay, now the scroll's moving so fast I can't put the commas in. Okay, is there a comma there? And a comma there? Yeah, 13 terabytes. Now add 10% because you got overhead. Because whatever you throw up to the web, you got to take 10% down. So that's how much bandwidth I've burned through. So roughly 13.8 plus another 1.4. So 15.2 terabytes of data is what I've burnt through in 84 days. That's a lot of data, eh? Almost like an NSA data center. "15 terabytes of data I've transferred on the internet." That's a lot of data. And that's just average. That's not even, if I took all the peaks and everything, probably my service provider could tell me the exact number. That's pretty cool, eh? Imagine paying for that. What would that cost at $10 a gig on a cell phone plan? Woo-hoo-hoo! I can figure that out. Let's just do that here right now. I'm going to tell you guys. If I was on a cell phone data package, okay? So we got 14.564 times 1024 times $10. No, yeah, that's right. Oh my God. My cell phone bill, and this is not including sales tax, okay? My cell phone bill would be $149,135.36 plus 13% sales tax. $149,000 cell phone bill. Would that be nuts? Oh man. Think of it. I'd have to have a big GoFundMe for that one, eh? Oh, that's too funny. Oh. Charge it on the Visa. Yeah, I know, eh? Oh, boys. Say again, $149,000. 149, 135, and 36 cents. Plus 13% tax. So let's do the tax times 1.13. It would be $168,522 for 84 days of streaming on a cell phone plan. $168,000 worth of data on a cell phone plan. That would be a good one, eh? Do you think I could go to Marketplace and complain about my cell phone bill? Yep, jeepers. It would be a whopper. Thankfully, I'm not on a I'm on a wide open cell deal here. Okay, we got a migration going on. Oh, the ducks are coming back. They're in the backyard, of course, because I don't have a camera in the backyard, so that's the where you want to go. Our tax is cheap. No, they tax us somewhere else, Patty. There's no, we get taxed. Our tax rate's crazy here by the time you're done. Everything is taxed. They're circling the house. Okay, I just looked outside and thought it was snow, but it's feathers floating down from the sky. The wind is picking feathers up, and they're coming down, and it looks like it's snowing. Oh, the cell phone deals in Germany. Well, we don't want to get me started on that one, because I've watched enough YouTube shows on that one. There's a theory why they're limiting you to 5 gigs a month. It's actually quite shocking. It's raining feathers. %4 tax, that sounds cheap. Oh, John, you don't want to get me started on that one. That's going deep down the rabbit hole. Deep down the rabbit hole. You know when you're a foreign reporter and you go into Germany that you can't get, I think it's 1 or 2 gigs temporary cell phone packages if you're a foreign reporter in Germany? best way to limit information is to throttle everybody down. Okay, in 2009, I don't know what that means. I gotta get some food in, you guys. I'm feeling my gut. Time to eat. $168,000 phone bill. Thankfully, I'm not on cell service. I need food. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to try to keep ducks in the streams today. I'm no guarantees. My phone plan is $20 a month, but no data, because it's actually a dead battery in the car right now. Well, no, it's in the truck dead because I took it out of the car. $20 a month. Do I pay a lot for electricity? Yep. I pay a lot for everything here. Canada is expensive. Absolutely mind-numbing expensive. Our tax rate, guys, well, I just read something that the government, by the time you spend your money, it's 52%. We pay tax on tax. It's crazy here. 52% of your gross income, if you spend it, goes to tax some way. And they want to raise taxes. We literally work half a year for the government, just so the government can waste money. It's bad. It's really freaking frustrating. Well, I watched something last night on the news. I'll share as a going away happy note, but it's not. Actually, it's made me rather upset today. We have an illegal border crossing coming into our country, and it's in upper state New York going into Montreal, and the government is it's unbelievable. I've been watching the reports on it, but this week I saw an independent news report went in there with cameras undercover with their phones, and the RCMP wouldn't let them in because there was construction going on the road on the Canadian side of the border, and this is not a border crossing. This is a dead end street in the U.S. that ends in the dirt, and then there's a street on the Canadian side, and there's a little creek that runs through. And this is where everybody's coming through. Like 4,000 people the first 2 weeks of January or August have gone through there. And this past week, instead of the government putting a fence up to stop people from coming in, they paved the road on the other side of the creek to help the illegals come into the country. They showed it. I watched the video last night. I couldn't believe it. They paved the whole thing. I was mind-blowing. I was like, okay, the U.S. border, there's the creek, and then they laid down brand new pavement. They paved it all. It's like, you're spending the money for the pavement. Why didn't you just put a fence up? Stop them from coming in. Make them go to the border crossing. No, let's pave the road on the other side to make it easier for them to come right into the country. It's unbelievable. It's Mindy. I'm going to send you the link, Mindy. I'll send you the link on Facebook. You got to watch it. It's the audio is bad on it, but it is mind-numbing. It's like, I watched this border crossing in February, and it was like there was snow, and the RCMP were helping them carry the luggage across. Then I watched it in the spring. The RCMP had set up tents, and they had buses, and they had moving vans for the luggage and everything. And then I watched yesterday, the same reporters doing this. I go and checking this out. I watched last night the next stream or the next video, and last week they paved the road, and they paved a parking lot. It's unbelievable. Like, I was like, why didn't you build a fence? Like, it would, like, and the pavement, guys, like, I don't know about in your country, but here, pavement, there's a difference between immigrants and illegal immigrants, Jasmine. It's $1 a square foot for pavement. It's like the amount of money they spent to pave, they could have put a fence up. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You can't have illegal immigrants coming from the U.S. The U.S. is not a war-torn country. You know. It's like you can't be saying you're fleeing prosecution in the States. The States is a free country. It's like it's not like there's they're being attacked and under bomb. There's it's like it's just and I'll end it even on another happier note, guys. I know this is a duck channel, but I had to share this with you. You get into Canada, you apply for asylum, status to get here. It takes 1.5 years to get in front of a judge, and as soon as you apply for refugee status in this country, you automatically get health care, welfare, all social benefits of a tax-paying Canadian. So you get 1.5 years of welfare and full medical. So, like, think about it. You come into the country illegally, you get 1.5 years holiday, paid for, with full medical, dental. This is what we're paying for up here. And Canada's not as rosy as everybody thinks. Anyways. Stephanie, when I watched this last night, it put me in such a bad mood. I was blowing up. I walked around the house mad, limping mad. I was just like 1.5 years welfare and full medical. Full medical. So these people are coming in from countries that they had no medical, so they got lots of health problems. Okay, because they have had no medical. So they come into the country with no medical, they paid no taxes here, nothing, and we are paying for everything. But the 1.5 years before they get kicked out. 1.5 years. Oh, anyways. It's bad. It's really bad. It's beyond shocking. But I just couldn't believe it. They paved it. They paved the whole thing to make it easier for everybody to get in here. Well, Mindy, they technically don't get kicked out. Here's the thing. They go to court. The judge tells them you have to leave. And they get the deportation order. And then the person walks out of the courtroom and goes and hides. Buries himself in some community, and then they never find it, because now once the deportation order happens, it doesn't happen right there in the courtroom where the Canadian Border and Security Agency, CBSA I think it's called, or something like that, Canadian Border Security, whatever they are. They don't grab the guy right then, throw the cuffs on him, and then put him on a plane or a bus and take him out of the country. No, that order gets sent to the Canadian Border Security, and then they got to go find the guy to enforce the order. They had him in the courtroom. Right there, the judge says, nope, your refugee status is denied. You have to leave. The guy walks out of the courtroom, disappears. Anyways. Terry, the ducks are my zen. They are. They level me out. But I can't walk around with my head up my rear end. You gotta be aware of what's going on. You can't. Or it just creeps up on you. Anyways. So that's what's happening up here in Canada. So everybody around the world that's watching the show on the Duck Adventure, we're not as rosy as everybody paints it. We're just a big a mess as everybody else. So on a happy note, I love yous all. I'm so glad you came along. And I thank you for the 89 thumbs up. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I got to get some food into me, because now I'm feeling a little bit of gut rot hitting, because I took my medicine over 1.5 hours ago. And I need some food, because now my gut's hurting. So I gotta go eat, and I gotta deal with my boot situation. I gotta call these guys in Montreal and actually talk to them on the phone and see what the deal is. And they're probably upset that their Facebook page is getting pounded with bad reviews. I'm gonna refresh the page here. Did anybody else give them a bad review? Oh no, they're still at 3.4. They're probably upset that their Facebook page is getting pounded. So I didn't ask you to do that. That was voluntary. Anyways, no, I'm having eggs. I gotta do an inventory. I'll let you know. I gotta bag the pancakes up today and get a count, and I'm going to share the count with you, what I finally got out of it. But I absolutely have to say goodbye because I have to get some cooking happening, because it's going to be 20 minutes before I eat, because I got to get the toaster oven going, and I really should have eaten 20 minutes ago because I can feel my gut hurting right now. That's toaster oven turning on. Oh, I should have done this 20 minutes ago. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Sorry today's streaming is going to suck here, but honestly, I feel like I should go lay down on the couch and have a little bit of a break. I'm feeling worn out today, guys. I've been going non-stop for 84 days, 15 terabytes of data. So Matt's a little bit tired. But thank you so much for joining me for morning coffee. I love you all. And I'm not just saying that like all other YouTubers, okay? Because you guys are like my big family. You are truly. This live streaming thing has taken us to another connection level, okay? This is not just doing silly videos and I get no input. Like it's like having you here. It really is, okay? I'm serious.